He is the host of UFO Witness on Discovery Plus. He's also a UFO researcher. Ben, it's always good to see you. First of all, what do you make of this tweet from Jared Moskowitz where he's now saying there will be another hearing? Who do you think we might see? Like, what other witnesses could be coming forward?
Well, first of all, it's great news. I mean, because I felt the last hearing went really well, quite honestly. There was a lot of people that were kind of wanting.
The last hearing was actually on point. It wasn't too bad at all, to be straight. But we're just being left on like a high note, you know, like a super high note where we can't decipher where are we supposed to go, lower, higher, where are we supposed to go. So we're being kind of stuck in like oblivion here. Regarding like the UFO bodies and shit like that, I am not too certain on or if those are real or not. Personally, if that was coming from the US, I'd probably say, yeah, it's probably real. But it's coming from, it's coming from Mexico. Not saying that's good or bad, but, the track record is not there. But I need peer review. I need data. I need analysis of that data. And I need it sent. He needs to, if he's charging people to see those bodies, that's not okay. Big red flag. You know what I'm saying? So we're at the point, we're honestly at a crossroads here. We're just at a big ass crossroad where we're gonna make it make sense, or we're not gonna make it make sense. You know what I mean? So either it's gonna start making sense or it won't make sense. And I want to see this subject go in the right direction, chat. People are bringing up, okay, it's probably fake. They're just clay. They're clay. Here's the thing, chat. I don't know. I've been into this subject for probably a pretty cold fucking minute, about a couple of years now. And it's one of those things where I believe a lot of it, but I know there's a lot of fucking grifters, a lot of shitty people that come in and they try to manipulate the narrative and they try to gain clout off the whole subject. So
that firsthand testimony, they wanted to see more evidence. You had Arrow director Kirkpatrick, who was displeased. He said that he wasn't coordinated with these witnesses. So there were some things that they could have done better, perhaps. So in this new hearing, I think it would really help if we do get some of those firsthand witnesses and cut through this red tape. We got to get right down to those that Drush had said he, was briefed from, and get into either classified, skiff, something, and then some of those firsthand witnesses that are able to come forward who
get that man into a skiff ASAP. Get him into the skiff. There should be no more delay. We got NASA. We got alien bodies. We got all this shit that people cannot digest. Nobody can digest any of this. Excuse my language, but nobody can digest it appropriately. Everybody likes to sugarcoat. They like to sugarcoat and say it's this or it's that or it's that. You're basing your fundamentals and your thoughts off what you know. But what you know is not the truth. That's just what you feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? People are very dumb like that, where we all just conform to what we know. But why are you assuming what we know is the truth? So this is where people need to step out of their barrier. Step out, chill the fuck out, relax, and try to digest that there may be something weird going on here. I know there is something weird going on. I know it's not a grift or a scam, but these alien bodies are very trippy. I don't know if they are real or not. I'm not sure. I'm not going to make an assumption on it, chat, but
seen and handled this alleged material.
Yeah, and apparently there were witnesses that were supposed to testify the first time, several of them, that backed out at the very last minute because they felt intimidated. So who are those people? And maybe they'll come forward the second time around. A big day yesterday with NASA. They had the big press conference. They released their report. The headline, to me at least, was that they're now going to have this new position, Director of UAP Research. Do you think that's gonna go anywhere?
Well, I think they were worried that the same thing will happen to him that's happened to Kirkpatrick, right? As soon as you're put in the
Mm.
spotlight, the jokes.
I'm sorry, I was muted there. I was saying they when it comes to these UAP directors, people have to understand that like why are some of them being kicked out? Why are some of them not being kicked out? What is going on? Why is there so much denial and basically, just all these weird perspectives and motives at play when it comes to the UAP subject, the UFO subject? It's super triggering because you can tell that there's something going on, but there's something that's like low key, just being suppressed or hidden.
Start, some outlets are calling him the alien hunter. They said they were actually getting threats, not just harassment. And so I think it was legit that they tried to keep him undercover for a while, but he's going to be the center of attention. And so I do think from what I've seen, he does have the qualifications of already being a liaison with the Pentagon. He's a meteorologist and a good person to have in there to kind of regain the trust from the public, because they have a PR nightmare right now. They really need an agency that people can go to and say, hey, look, we're going to be honest with you and transparent. You trust us. We're NASA.
Yeah.
Bro. There is a lot of suppression going on within this subject of UAP and UFOs. There is a ridiculous amount of censorship and suppression that I've never seen anywhere in my life, besides this exact subject of UAP. So what he's saying here, why did NASA refuse to identify its new director to UAP research? Suppression. Suppression. They want to control the narrative, control the truth. They think they're smarter than you. Those.
Yeah, it was definitely a little weird when they didn't name him at first and then the name came out later. I think a lot of people just thought that was kind of shady. I gotta ask you, Ben, about the alien babies. The picture of the alien babies from Mexico. I don't know what to make of this. I mean, we've tried to cover this topic seriously because.
So boys, this is where it gets kind of fucking weird, in my low key opinion. I don't know because I've been a part of this fucking subject in this field for a pretty good minute now, and I actually saw my own UFO in 2017, and I'll go into that another time. But I really just genuinely don't freaking know. I literally just don't know if this is like the legit thing or not. I don't, people will make the rebuttal, oh, well, it can't be real because it looks just like ET. Well, let me rebuttal on that, right? So if you're saying it looks just like ET, well, who knows if these have been around for a long time. It's very possible that firsthand witnesses and firsthand accounts influenced the movies that you saw, right? All these movies that you've seen over the years. It's very possible you're being kind of small. You're putting your perspective in a small little box, and I don't think it's a valid rebuttal to say that okay, they're not real because it looks just like ET, right? Why is that valid? That's not valid. It's very possible that culture was influenced by whatever these are, right? And that was put down through stories because as humans, we talk about stories. Some are true, some are not. But I'm not saying that that's not a valid rebuttal to say that oh, it looks just like ET from the movie ET, so it's not real. That's not true. supposedly these things have been around for a long ass fucking time. So I wouldn't. I'm not putting that off the table that it's possible that these are like some people saw these, right, or whatever. I could speculate all day, and then that information was put down through words and books, and then eventually, a movie was made in the 70s, 80s, right? So I see a lot of rebuttals on Reddit saying, "Oh, they look just like aliens. They look just like aliens, so they're not real." Well, I mean, that's not. It's not valid. It's just not. It's not a. That's not a valid opinion to take on this subject because if things have been passed down through stories and shit like that, you know what I mean? Then it's very possible that that information got relayed a certain amount of times, right? And then that got put over to whatever director, you know what I mean? So just because it looks like an ET doesn't mean like the classic ET, right? That doesn't mean it's not real.
There's real evidence, video from the Pentagon. We had the whistleblower first on News Nation. It's a serious topic. There's something going on. But the alien, I mean, I'm lost with the alien babies. I think we may have just lost, did we lose Ben? Look, we put the alien babies up and Ben goes away. Coincidence? We lost Ben. So we can't ask him about the alien babies, but let's see the alien babies again because we didn't get to see them very long. I don't know, like I said, I take this topic very seriously. We've covered it all very seriously, but those little alien babies.
I have my mic muted, chat. I'm sorry about that, chat. What I was saying is, in regards to the alien babies, it's one of those subjects that, you know, I don't not believe it. I don't fully believe it, but I know a lot about this entire subject in general where I know there's a lot of factors coming into play here and there's a lot of shit coming into play that we probably don't expect. Um, I take the subject very seriously because I believe a lot of these people. So, end of the day, there is something going on, something very kind of weird going on. I don't know what it is. I don't know I don't know what's happening, but there is something. It's not just CGI. It's not just like CGI, right? There's something going on. I don't know what though, but in regards to the alien babies, um, I'm not gonna put it at a full no. I won't put it at a full no just yet because I don't think it deserves to be totally shunned. Um, this is a very interesting time to be alive, boys. Uh, got people in chat saying it's fake. It looks like clay. It looks like too small. That's the one thing that's weird to me, but it's also not weird, right? So it's like if you were gonna make an alien, right? Like an alien corpse, and you were gonna fake it, why would you make it so small? Right? If you were really trying to be deterrent and trying to trick people, wouldn't you just naturally make it kind of a little bigger? I mean, these things are very distinctively small, small beyond like what, like it's very small. They're very small. I don't know why they're so small. But we'll see what's good.
Babies, you know, I don't know what to make of the alien babies. And oh, is Ben back? Perfect.
I've been here.
Ben,
Can you hear me?
tell us about the alien baby. Yes, I was questioning whether these alien babies that Mexico has released photos of could really be real.
So, it's okay to chuckle, okay? I think the way that it was presented was theatrical. It was a big mistake. This was not ready for prime time. I'm not willing to say that there's nothing to this yet, only because my co-host on UFO Witness did the documentary in 2017, went down to Peru. They did have 3 supposed independent labs test the DNA. Now, she can't vouch for the whole process and to know if it was embellished or not. She was just a producer. But I do think it needs to be looked into. But it was not the right way to do it. Suppose
Yeah, chat. I agree with that 100%. The way it was presented was kind of silly. Exactly theatrical. We don't need theatrics with this. We need pure data and pure. We don't need any theatrics, and that's a big red flag for me. I'm not putting it off the table, but I do want to see where this goes. You know.